everyone, welcome back to I almost said let's resin. Resin me up. Today we're doing the crab and the duck. And we're using a different resin today that I have to try out, and that is the JDiction high gloss epoxy resin. It says it's crystal clear, high gloss, odorless, bubble free, no VOCs, yellow resistant, non-toxic, and non-flammable. So I've got it mixed up. I've ran it through my vacuum chamber, and both of these take 5.5 ounces, so I mixed up 12. I'm going to put 6 ounces in here for the crab. We're going to color it the strawberry cream. I did ask my rep about these lids, and she said that you could take plumber's tape and put it around here, and that would prevent a lot of that from happening. Because basically what happens is, when I got mine, I breached this by taking that off and putting a BB in there. And so once you breach that, it's going to leak. So she suggested putting plumber's tape around that to keep it from leaking, which is actually pretty genius, because that... I have some over here, I just haven't done it yet. And then for the duck, we're just going to mix up white. Thought about doing it in polyurethane, but I changed my mind. I'm not going to do anything fancy because we're going to be coloring this after the fact. Coloring the ducky. A bit left over that I can put into something. Okay, move this over here, and then this we are going to marble with this KAMENSKAYA pink. Okay, that one's full too. Okay, guys. That was short and sweet, wasn't it? All right, well, the end is what's going to take the most time, so we will see you guys on demold. Okay, BRB. Hey everyone, welcome back. So these are ready to come out of the molds. So let's see how this JDiction high gloss epoxy resin did. The oh boy, look at that. Lots and lots of micro bubbles. Ugh, that's not good. Yeah, this thing is covered with micro bubbles everywhere. I think it got too hot. So we're gonna have to re-pour this. Definitely gonna have to re-pour it. Let's see how this one looks. Let's see if it did the same thing. There. So, isn't that strange? Same amount of resin, exactly the same amount, 6 ounces. And this one came out perfect. Isn't that weird?
but it's definitely sharp. Let me clean this edge up before I cut myself. Okay, let me use a file. I cut myself. I'll be right back. Okay, got those edges all fixed. So I'm assuming that you would use this for maybe a phone holder. You use it for that. It would probably just about hold anything. But the marbling came out good. I really like that part. So I don't think I'm really going to do anything to it. Maybe, but put his eyes on the top with the pen. All that dust off of it. Because his eyes are right there. Sorry. Oops. Didn't mean to touch that. That's what happens when I have to lean forward. And we'll let that dry. Now on this is just a disaster. And it's all just around here, underneath there, and on the back of here. And it's just odd. So let me mix up some resin here and I'll just re-pour it real quick while I have you guys on here. So I'll be right back. Okay. Just gonna, this time I'm going to dissolve my mica powder. I didn't do that last time. Okay, I'm gonna pour a little bit in here. Mix that up really well. And somebody asked me in the comments, why do I dissolve it with alcohol? The mica powder? Well, because when you dissolve your mica powder with alcohol, it breaks it all up, and then you don't have to worry about getting the mica bubbles in your resin when you stir it all up. And that's what I didn't do yesterday. And because sometimes when you're just putting the mica straight in dry, it doesn't get all mixed up. And so when you turn it into a liquid, it blends right into the resin versus not. It's kind of like when you're baking, you know, you have to break up whatever liquids you put into your flour and such, and then you don't have lumps. And that makes a big difference. But anyway, back to my story about the storms. We've had these crazy 70-mile-an-hour winds blow through with heavy rain. And ever since, you know, we had that crazy storm this summer that knocked out all of our power and tore down buildings from their foundations and all that good stuff. Our power is just not as stable as it was. Well, anyway, it knocked out our power, and it took the city almost 3 hours to get the power back on. And so now, every time one of these storms rolls through, it flickers and goes out, and oh, it's a mess. Let me run this through my vacuum chamber. I'll be right back. Okay. And you know, last time when I did this, I just put the mica powder in, stirred it in, and then I didn't vacuum chamber it again. So that could also be an issue. All right, I got to get my sticks because this was off kilter and I was trying to straighten it out. After the fact, and it was a mess. All right, I'm just going to pour this in really slow. I think this needs to come this direction. That. Okay. And I think that might be level. All right. So there's that. So we'll have to worry about that later. Now, with the extra, like little tiny bit that I had left over, I made one of the bread ties, and this is the cat. And I marbled in some of the Marcella with the white. So that's how that turned out. Very cute. And then with the leftover from the crab, I had been testing out this mica powder that I got from Temu, and it's supposed to be a really dark navy blue, and it is, but then I just poured that right on top of it, so it ended up being right on the tips of this flower. So that's how that turned out. So we'll wait for this to cure, and then hopefully we can come back later and finish off the little ducky. Okay? All right. See you later. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back. Well, the second one is ready, I think, to come out. And I think it looks good. I don't know what happened to that last one. But I mean, this one's still a little soft, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Got a bubble underneath there, which I had on the last one. Perfect. Silicone there. So he came out really good this time. No bubbles at all. None. So that's good. So I think his, oh, very cute. All right, so let's get him colored up here. We're gonna
color his beak, his feet, his eyes, and I don't know if this is the right yellow. I'm using the Arctic's markers. We'll see if this is a good yellow for his beak. May not be. Nope, it's not dark enough. Let me grab the other one. That's better. There's his little beak. Now his little footsies. We'll try this. I did put eyes on Mr. Crab. He's still sitting here. Let's see what this orange looks like for his little footsies. Almost seems like it needs to be darker. This almost, that almost looked like neon. And I'll have to put a second coat on that. All right. Now his eyes are already white, but I want to make sure. Had I known that these were down there, I could have put glass eyes. Because these would have taken the 6mm. Now, his hat. What color should we do his hat? I think we're going to do this color. And these are the two. I was looking at this like, what is that? But it's one of those hats that you put on. It has the balls on the bottom. Kind of strange to have a winter duckling in the middle of summer. Okay, put you on pause, be right back. Okay, got him all painted. I used silver on the balls, and then I kind of went over it, over the hat, repainted the duck bill, and I can see I got some silver in there. Okay, and then for his little heart, we're going to add a little heart right here, and then we'll be done. Woohoo! We're just going to put that on with some of the bonding glue. I need a pair of tweezers. And put a little more glue around that. Just so that it stays. And voila! There he is. I could put eyelashes on him too, but I'm not gonna. So cute. So cute. All right. Well, there you go. This would be a perfect place for my light because I'm constantly losing it. All right, guys. Well, that's it for me on this Friday. I know this probably won't get posted on Friday because of these storms rolling through, and we've lost power and that, so I'm kind of going in between power outages, so you'll have to bear with me, but I will get it posted. Okay? All right, everyone, have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow for the live. Don't forget, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will have posted something in my my community tab for the link. So make sure you go to that link, follow it, and we're going to have a fun time. Got something really cute planned. So, yeah. All right, guys, we'll catch you at the live. Bye.